My name is Erin, and here I am today with a first impressions of the brand Col-Lab, which is exclusively sold at Sally Beauty. Col-Lab is a brand that was brought together by 8 YouTubers, which is so exciting because a few of them I have followed for years. Samage, we all know, is the queen of foundations. I'm a person who is one of her foundation shades, so every time she says a shade in foundation, I always follow her. Coffee Break with Danny, who I've watched for a really long time, Lizzie, Sparkage, and a couple people who I've never heard of, but I've since looked up. Raven, Wes, I'm forgetting people, but I'm going to list them all down below. It's a really cool line. They all came together and made a whole collection. There's highlighters, there's foundations, there's eyeshadow palettes, there's brushes, there's basically everything. So I did pick up one eyeshadow palette, I picked up one highlighter, and I picked up one of the brushes. At the time of this video, Sally is having a buy 2 get 1 free on Col-Lab, so you're able to buy 2 products and get 1 free. So I came up with this very simple eye look today. This is the Get Ready With Me palette. This is like the general like neutral palette. I'm really impressed. If you would like to see how I use these Col-Lab products in action, just keep watching. Okay, so I look really crazy right now, but we are going to test out the Col-Lab eyeshadow palette. Here's the first row of Get Ready With Me swatched, and here's the second row of Get Ready With Me swatched. Let's hope these perform as well on my eyes as I hope they do. I'm gonna take the cream shade first. I wanna use all 3 of the mattes that are in this palette, so I'm gonna take the cream, and I'm just gonna go over my crease right this. I did set my eye primer with a translucent powder like I always do, but I'm just going to take this all over. Next I'm going to take this shade right here, which kind of looks like Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek. Alright, not a lot of fallout. This is good. This is blending beautifully. I'm impressed. Okay, so I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'm going to take my Sigma E25 and I'm going to go into this dark brown right here. You can see that pigment is definitely there. We are getting a little bit of fallout with this shade, but with shades that are this dark, it's pretty rare to not get fallout, so this is to be expected. This brown is like so dark that it's almost like a purpley, which I like those types of colors. I feel so weird without highlighter on right now, but we're gonna put that on in just a minute. I'm pretty impressed. And these are just the mattes. Just taking that first brush that I used and blending this out. These blend really nicely. I want to use like as many of these as possible, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MAC 242. I'm going to take this purple. I haven't put any Fix Plus on here. I'm just going to put that all over my lid. Again, a little bit of fallout, but it's minimal. Again, to be expected. I don't really judge eyeshadows on fallout. I judge them more on pigmentation and blendability. And also, this is why I always do my eyes first. I only did my face first for the sake of this video. Alright, I'm going to go into that same E25 and just blend this out. So just because I want to see how it does. Alright, so we're going to go into the gold and we're going to put that on the inner third of my eye. With this particular shade, I found it a little easier to actually use my finger than a brush. Guys, the feel of these eyeshadows, it's almost like they're a cream. It's not like ColourPop. Like, I just have never felt a pressed shadow like that felt like this. So then for the center of my lid, I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is like a lighter gold. I'm just trying to use as many colors in this palette as I can. So the fallout didn't like stick, so that's good. I really like these shadows, guys. I think personally, they perform a little bit better with your finger than a brush. And to be fair to these shadows, I didn't put on an actual eye primer today. I used concealer. So they have these 8-pan palettes, there's 4 of them, and they also have I think 4, maybe 6 3-pan palettes, but if you see this one, get ready with me. I highly suggest this. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to take a pencil brush. I'm going to take that light brown shade, run that on my lower lash line. So overall, I like this palette. This is a $15 palette. It is a little expensive for drugstore prices, but I think it's worth it. All right, let's try this highlighter. So there are 4 shades in the highlighter. This one is in the shade Uncensored. This is the shade that Sam said was her favorite. So I'm gonna use a Morphe R36 brush for this. This powder has the same feel as the eyeshadows. Ooh, okay. Oh, hello. Can you see that? Oh my god. Emphasizing texture as bad as some other highlighters do, but I am seeing a couple spots. It's not bad at all. Oh wow. I really like that. I'm gonna take this brush and just like blend it out a little. Zoom you guys out and I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. Well, my first impressions of Col-Lab, I love it. I love this palette. They do have 4 palettes in this little 8-pan style. They have one that's mostly blues. They have another one that looks like the Modern Renaissance palette, and they have one that looks exactly like the Visart, whatever the purple Visart palette is. But I'm definitely happy that I picked this one up. In Danny's video for this brand, she did say that this would be the one that sold out. So yes, I am very happy about that. This highlighter though, oh my god. Okay, yes, you need this. So I had also picked up the brush. I think this is called the Multitasker brush. I didn't like this for bronzer. You guys know I'm very picky for bronzer brushes, but I did really like this for blush, so I highly suggest this. These brushes are really soft. When I felt all of them in store, they were all really soft, but this was the only one that I really saw myself using. All right, everyone, so that is it for my first impressions of the brand Col-Lab. Let me know down below if you've tried anything from this brand or if you want to see me try anything else. But until then, remember, you was kind, you was smart, you was important. Have a great day, everyone. Bye!